Welcome to my classroom. My name is Sally Brink, and I teach 5th grade here at St. Paul's in Orange, California. And right now I'm going to let you just kind of have a sneak peek of my classroom. Here I am. This is my Promethean board, and my student, April, is actually recording me right now. Hello! Here's my classroom, just a really brief overview, so you can kind of tell where we're filming. There's my desk. Oh, Halloween decorations, gotta love it. And yeah, so here's where we're going to be doing our little presentation today. There's Trevor saying goodbye in the back. See you later, buddy. Okay, and I'm gonna hand the camera back to April, and I'm just gonna kind of give you guys a brief presentation and kind of give you a feel for what life is like in my classroom, because we're in my classroom. So basically, this is my 3rd year teaching 5th grade here at St. Paul's in Orange. I'm originally from Bishop, California. It's a really small town, middle of nowhere. And I come from a family of 6. My dad is a pastor, and I have 3 brothers. 2 of my brothers went to Concordia, and I went to Concordia, Irvine, and my youngest brother is still in high school, and he'll probably end up going to Concordia, Irvine also. So it's a great place. Raised Lutheran. I've been married for 3 years. I married my husband Tim and met him at Concordia, and he is a Lutheran teacher just like I am, but he teaches high school at Korean Lutheran in Irvine. I graduated from Concordia in 2008, and I got my bachelor's there in liberal studies with an emphasis in child development and Lutheran school teaching. And as it is my 3rd year teaching, I'm also currently in the process of clearing my California credential through the BITSA program. So, fun times. All right, today I just want to share with you guys a little bit about my life as a teacher and how special it is to me, and how I just want to share my passion for it with others. First I want to let you know why I became a teacher. First things first, I didn't have a lightning bolt moment. I never had a period in my life where I felt like this one experience just completely changed me and made me want to be a teacher. For me, it was just more little snippets and little experiences that kind of led me to where I am today. So if you're somebody who you feel like you're not sure what you want to do, and you're expecting, some great grand event to help you make up your mind, sometimes that doesn't always happen. Sometimes God leads us to what He wants us to do in small ways too. What I knew when I was your guys' age, when I was in high school, was that I wanted to help people, I wanted to work with people, and I wanted to be able to make a strong impact. And so I knew that helping people and making an impact usually meant teaching and working with children and people. I always had an interest in mission work also, and I had, whenever I had foreign mission trip experiences, whether it was in Jamaica or Mexico or Guatemala, I always somehow ended up in the classroom in those experiences. And so I was always led back to working with kids, tutoring kids, being in that environment. And so it kind of also shaped me to what I ended up doing. And the classroom really, in general, daily is a mission field. It's a place where people need love and forgiveness and Jesus. And so it was kind of a place that I naturally found kind of fit all of the little interests that I had. I have a multiple educational experience background. I've gone to Lutheran school, public school, I've been homeschooled. I've kind of done it all. And so I felt like I liked a variety of subjects, and I had a lot of different interests, and I had a lot of different experiences, and I thought that those would all play really well too into the teaching profession. As a Lutheran teacher especially, you have to wear many hats, you have many responsibilities, lots of extra things that you do, and so having kind of just multifaceted interests really benefited me. And no matter what your interests are, the cool thing about teaching is you can bring those interests and those passions into the classroom with your students and for your students. And one of the biggest things that I wanted to do, and one of the main things that drove me to deciding that I wanted to be a Lutheran teacher, was that I wanted to be able to share my faith daily. And teaching at St. Paul's is a place that I can do that, and so that's huge for me. I'm young at heart, I love being creative, and I've always liked school, but I didn't always like learning. And so I wanted to be able to give kids some opportunities to learn in different ways, experience things in different ways, and I just wanted a chance to give that to kids. And also, lastly, but definitely not least, I did have some very influential teachers in school that gave their time and effort and love to me, and so I knew that how much that meant to me as a student, and so I wanted to do that as well to my students. So basically, it's not like I have one specific experience that led me to where I am today, but it was all those experiences and interests and passions rolled into one that led me to where I am today, teaching 5th grade with April. All right, so next, the process of becoming a Lutheran teacher. It's one of my favorite things to talk about because I loved my college experience. I absolutely adored Concordia, loved every minute of it, and I just highly, highly, highly recommend going to a Christian university like Concordia, where you can experience all that God has to offer in an amazing environment where you can really be growing and developing into who you're going to be for the rest of your life. So the process of becoming a teacher at Concordia is definitely an experience that will always be fond of in my life. The Concordia really, as I was thinking about what I wanted to share, I felt like Concordia really gave me 3 life things. First of all, they gave me lifelong friends. At Concordia, I met the best friends that I've ever had. I met the love of my life, my husband, and all of us just shared interests, faith, and we're still a wonderful support system and like family today. In fact, I have pictures that I'm going to show you later of people who I met at Concordia who are nearest and dearest to my heart in my life, 3 years already after Concordia. So lifelong friends. Secondly, life-changing opportunities. At Concordia and in college, I had the chance to travel, go to Bible study, and be involved in activities that helped shape my passions and really helped me find who I am and who I felt like God wanted me to be. And lastly, Concordia offered me life-preparing experiences and life-preparing classes. I had amazing education professors. I was given practical assignments, and I just had a great academic community to grow in. I had wonderful support, but I was also pushed and challenged to the extreme too. So it was a great balance in that way too. I graduated in 4 years. Despite what they say, it is possible. You can finish your entire credentialing program in 4 years. Basically, I spent the first 2 years in general education. And then my 3rd year, I basically worked on credentialing classes. And then the first half of my 4th year, I finished up my credential. And then the second half of my 4th year at Concordia, I was all student teaching. So Concordia offered me a wide variety of experiences in the field too, not just in the classroom, but I got to experience an urban classroom. I got to experience a rural setting. I got to experience a lot of different things so that I could find out what I wanted as a teacher in the future. And above all, I felt so prepared to be where I am today. I felt prepared because of what Concordia gave me to student teach, to go through the process of getting my first job, which was here. I've been here since I got my first job, and to take charge of my first classroom on my own. So overall, my college journey and the process of becoming a teacher was absolutely fantastic, and I would never change a thing of that whole process for the world. A couple other things. Here are some pictures. April, if you want, you can kind of zoom in. On a few, you can stand up if you want and come over. I kind of have a picture collage, Concordia friends then and now. So here are a few pictures of us when we were in college, some of my best friends on mission trips, vacations, heading to the beach. That's another awesome thing about being at Concordia. I met my husband at Concordia. We're both Concordia grads. And then I included some other pictures on this collage because these are actually pictures of Concordia friends who are still a huge part of my life. I got the chance to go to Africa last summer with 6 of my Concordia grads that I'm still best friends with. We still all hang out. This is my godson, who is my best friend from Concordia's baby, who also met her husband at Concordia. There I am with him. This is my best friend Janet, who's my maid of honor in my wedding. She's also from Concordia. And then this is actually Ashley. This is one of my colleagues who works at St. Paul's with me now. We went to Concordia through all our education classes, and now we teach at the same school, and we're great friends. So the Concordia network and the Concordia family is something that's so special, and I really got a chance to experience all of that just in my journey in becoming a teacher and where I am today. And like I said, it's not like when you go to college, it ends when you're done. Like it's just the greatest beginning of the rest of your life. So wonderful relationships, amazing. A couple more things. Next, I just want to share with you some of the daily joys of my profession. You can go ahead and set it right on my desk. Are you done? Awesome. Great job. Some of the daily joys of being a teacher. First of all, let's just be honest. No job is going to be perfect. Whatever you decide on doing, whatever you decide on doing in the future, nothing's going to be perfectly peachy keen all the time. And really, teaching is a very tiring profession. But I will say, without a shadow of a doubt, that it is all worth it. I find a gem in every single day at school. Whether it's getting a hug from my student April, or a compliment from a student, a note from a student, a drawing they did for me, an email from a parent, whatever it is. Sometimes I even, you hear that you made a difference in someone's life. A year later, you find out. So even in just my 3 short years of teaching, I have been able to look back, and even though things have been difficult and hasn't been easy all the time, I can definitely say that God has truly carried me from the beginning to where I am now, and He has blessed me each and every single day because of the students and my colleagues that I get to work with, and the families too. So every day is not a picnic, but God is my guide, and He directs me according to His will, and He will with you too. It's a great comfort and joy to be able to pray with my students every day, to be able to welcome God into my classroom daily. And another one of the things, like I shared earlier with some of my coworkers from Concordia too, it's a huge blessing to work with people who I can go to and we can pray together. We can talk about struggles and blessings and be able to just go through each day together. It's just a wonderful blessing to have, and that's all part of being a Lutheran teacher in a Lutheran school also. So basically, I just want to encourage you to go for it, whatever that it is. One of the biggest things is just trusting in the Lord and remembering that you don't need a lightning bolt experience to come down and show you exactly what you need to do. But sometimes it's just listening to God's little whispers and seeing kind of this quilt of experiences that He gives you to make you decide what you want to do when you go to college. And Lutheran teachers have an opportunity, unlike any other profession, in my opinion, to build life-lasting, life-changing relationships with students by engaging in daily encounters and interactions with them. I think that being a teacher, it's like no other level of influence. You really are second to the parents in the students' lives, and so that is a huge privilege and a huge responsibility and a huge blessing as a teacher that you get to have every day. And little by little in each lesson, assignment, prayer, activity, and conversation, your life, you can truly shape others' lives, and really they become molded by Christ right before you as a teacher. And so I just want you to know that God is with you, and may God bless you for your future plans. And just know that He has great plans for you no matter what those are, whether someday you end up teaching with me at St. Paul's or whether you're out doing something else. If He is your guide, then you will be blessed and you'll be under His will. And thank you for listening to my presentation. Bye.